Hey everyone. Okay, we're gonna keep this quick. If you have seen this video, you will know that what I thought was gonna be a great helmet was ruined for me, and that was the creaking MIP system. But we'll see. I'll see if you guys can hear it. So I'm not sure if that turned out, but that's what it sounds like if it did. It's crazy. So today we're gonna go through the new and improved version of that system. This is the Fox Proframe RS. Let's check it out. Okay, so I've been riding with this helmet now for a few weeks, trail riding, bike park, everywhere I can, and I have some thoughts and some observations. Okay, so we're gonna burn through the pros, and the reason we're gonna burn through them is because I believe that you learn more from the cons or the quirks with the products than you do from the pros, but there are a lot of pros with this helmet. So one, other than just being a lightweight full face helmet that protects you more than a half shell, is the looks. These helmets look great. All the Pro frames look great, and I believe they offer such a wide variety of styles and colors and stuff that even the pickiest person should be able to find something on there. The other pro is the RS has the BOA system. So the BOA system has 4 points of height adjustment at the back. You get 2 different sizes of chin pads. So I believe that this helmet would fit a greater variety of head shapes and sizes than just the pad fitment with the larger and smaller size pads. Okay, and on to another pro, which was the deal-breaking con in this helmet right here. Which, by the way, if you want to see the mod and how we're gonna deal with this, creak and pisa, stay tuned for the next video. So the Integra liner, it's called the Integra Split MIP system. I don't know if you can see it on there. So it is built in to the shell of the helmet. So it's kind of sandwiched in there. It is dead silent, no issue with noise, don't even notice it's there. Awesome. Turned a deal-breaking con into a total pro. One of the other pros is the fidlock system. So if you watch this channel at all, you'll know what a fanboy I am of this. Like, check it out. I've got it, I'm not even touching the clasp, and we'll just hook it on there right like that. One-handed, not even touching it. There you go. Secure. So easy. Super fanboy. Fidlock system, best buckle system. Visor. Visor is adjustable. So if you're running goggles, different sizes, you can adjust this up and down to help facilitate fitting them under here better. And it's DH certified. All of the Pro frames, if I'm not mistaken, are DH certified. Okay, some of the quirks, cons as they were. I wouldn't call them all cons, just some quirks that I've run into using this helmet and riding with it over the past few weeks. And I'll just go on to say that these are kind of all quirks. This helmet's been pretty good. There's been some weird things and some adjustments that needed to be made and some adjustments in thinking on how helmets work. But if you can get over those, it's a pretty great helmet. It feels and looks beefier and burlier than its cousins, the regular Pro frame. And that's because it is. So I think with this MIPS Integra split liner, makes the shell a little bit bigger. They're about 80 to 100 grams, give or take. I haven't weighed them all, obviously. Heavier than the regular version. And you can tell, you can notice it when you're riding. You can notice it just looking at it as well. So it doesn't become an issue on the downs. You don't notice. It's still a super lightweight helmet. But I did notice riding with this one that I had to take one of the pads out, one of the cheek pads, when I was climbing because I felt a little claustrophobic in this one. The air was venting fine, like my breath was exhausting out the front fine, but I just felt a little squished in there, and that could be because of the BOA system and the cheeks and how it fit my head. I just felt a little squished, and I took this off whenever I would stop, and I didn't do that. And even in the park, I would take it off when we stopped too, and I didn't do that with the other one at all. Even with the creak monster going on, I didn't feel the need to take it off. So it could be something with my head shape and the BOA system. Speaking of the BOA system, I had to really crank this BOA system down. I had clicks left, it was just as tight as it could go on my head to get it to stay put. When I attached a GoPro on there, this thing would wobble, not like crazy, but I would constantly have to be adjusting it. So I think part of the problem is the weight of the GoPro. So if you don't use a GoPro and you're in the smaller medium size, it's probably not an issue. But I feel like when you get into the bigger size with this, that BOA system, the size and weight of the helmet almost overpowers it. And you know, with the half shell and stuff, you don't notice, it's fine because the weight of the helmet it's nothing compared to this. But once you put a large shell on that BOA system, I find that the retention is not quite there. So I prefer the fit of the regular Proframe with the different size pads than that BOA system. And on the fit of that BOA system, take the time to get it right. When I first got this, I tried it in the bottom 2 notches of the 4 that you can adjust it, and it was over my ears, like pinching on my ears, and my head was smashing against the back of the helmet here where there's no padding. So I'm gonna add padding there regardless. Since I've adjusted the height of that cradle and my cheek pads, I don't have that happening anymore, but I'm still gonna put padding there because I feel like with a big knock, my head's gonna hit there. It is a big space to have no pad, so we'll throw some on there. Goggles help. Goggles kind of secure it in place a little bit more, but it wobbles a bit. And that could be head shape, but I do think it's because the BOA system gets overpowered by the weight and size of the helmet. So, my summary, trying to keep this quick, is the RS is an awesome helmet. It is a welcome addition to the lightweight trail category, and it worked great for me. There was just a couple little quirks, like the fit of the BOA system, the wobble is fine without the camera, so I can't really blame it, though they do sell this with a GoPro mount, so just be aware that it might be hard to get it to sit properly. You don't notice it on the GoPro, it's just the fit of the helmet. It kind of brings the helmet and the goggles down into your line of vision kind of thing. It just weights it. So the RS is an amazing helmet, and I'm gonna keep it, unlike the other one, which we're gonna mod. If I was doing this all over again, I would buy the regular Evolve Core MIPS system version of the Proframe, which is their new MIPS system, I think answering the creak issues, because I haven't ridden with it in the park a long ways or anything. I've just kind of popped around the shop with it on with the creaking in mind, and it didn't seem to have it. So I would do that. Even though it doesn't have the fidlock, I would look at trying to put a fidlock on it. But I really like the fit of the different size pads versus the BOA system. The BOA system is fine. It's just not as plush and not as enveloping as, say, the full pad fitment. But that could be just a giant Todd melon situation. So make sure you try before you buy. I tried these on in the shop before, and none of these issues came to light until I was out on the trail. So just make sure that you don't buy the old MIPS system. I believe it's yellow like this. That is the creaky system. Try and stay away from that. Get the Evolve Core Integra Split, and you can't go wrong. RS has been a great helmet. Gonna keep it. It'll probably do park duty for me. But any questions at all, just shoot me a message and I'll do my best to answer them. We'll see you in the next one.